My name's Tom Reed. It's a little off the beaten path for me. As you know, I interview people down here in Southwest Detroit, and it was just so happened the other day that I ran into this guy, although I didn't talk to him. He works in the car wash that's right next to Audie's, the place that we eat breakfast. So, right out of the chute, your name, sir?
Jerry Gilbert.
Okay, Jerry. Now, I take these videos and I upload them to YouTube. You okay with that?
Oh yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
good. Jerry, how old are you?
I'm 60.
And where are you from?
Detroit.
Okay.
Right around the corner from here.
All right. Did you go to high school here?
Chatsey High.
Okay.
Munger.
And what type jobs have you had during the course of your life?
I was a phlebotomist. I drew blood for a living. Got a little sick. They wouldn't let it clear me to go back to work. And so I was working odd jobs of all types. And then I fell into this job here at the car wash, keeping it clean and dumping the trashes and picking up after people. And I used to just come in the evening time, clean the stalls, dump the trash, and go home. But a new owner took over about a year ago, and he wanted me here from 10 to 6 every day, in case people have questions or concerns or something breaks, if I can fix it,
Yeah, so you've been working for him then about
I've been working here at this car wash for about 2 years.
2 years?
Yeah.
So that's all winter long?
Yeah, last winter it was even worse. Yeah, but yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now the prior owner, you knew him?
Yes, Steve. Yeah, I knew him from Crow's Point. He had 2 or 3 car washes, but I took care of this one for him. And like I said, I used to just come in for him and clean the stalls at night and dump the trash and go home.
Why did he sell it? Do you know?
I have no clue. He was working as a manager of a printing company. They do the booklets for new cars and stuff like that,
Okay.
And he worked there for them to become president. And he had 2 other car washes with partners. And his wife wanted him to get rid of this one here because there was too much of him coming down here, all the time. Seeing he was from Grosse Point, and he had partners in his other 2 car washes, and he had this one by itself.
Okay.
And his wife got tired of coming down with him in the wintertime, busting ice and, keeping it, open up for people, you know. So I believe she's the one that asked him to sell it,
So on these, through thick and thin, on these bitter, cold winter days, you're still down here?
Yeah, I'm here.
How do you keep from freezing your ass off?
I just drink a lot of coffee. Last few weeks, he told me when it got really super cold. I only live down the street, so he would tell me to go home, warm up for a minute, and then come back, And so that's how I've been keeping it going. He was supposed to have something out here for me to stay in, but with all the riffraff in the neighborhood, he didn't want to put nothing out for somebody can just, bunk in,
Yeah. Now, what would your duties entail on a typical day? Just what is it you do?
I come in the morning time, pick up all the trash that people have been dumped all evening when I get off at 6. I try to keep the trash cans emptied because if not, they get them guys going through looking for bottles, and they'll dump the trash cans to get one bottle out of the bottom, and then I got to end up picking all the garbage back up. And then as people leave, some people will just throw their, after they wash their car, they'll throw their garbage on the ground. And I got to go through there and pick them up to make sure it's clean and stuff for everybody, And he wanted me to keep it like this. And then some people, if they don't understand that they think they put it on soap, they think the soap's going to come out of the brush, but they got a foam brush button. I got to tell them, you got to put it over on foam brush for the soap to come out of the brush. So I'm teaching everybody as they're going along,
Yeah. Now, do people take pretty decent care of the equipment or not really?
They have good quality that people will take care of it. You have your few that seem like they were just trash. They'll come in with their trucks, and clean out the back of their trucks, and nails and screws be everywhere, and they won't bother picking them up. But as I'm working, I'm picking them up because I don't want nobody getting a flat tire. I'm not on my watch anyway,
Yeah.
But you got your, lowlifes out there that, that just don't care about the next person's stuff, and they'll just throw the stuff on the ground and leave it. Sometimes they run over it. They get broken. They got to be fixed, and the stuff's not cheap,
Yeah.
But he got a pretty good business here, and try to keep everything up. Where there's a few other car washes that I've been told that, the hot water tank went out and they're not going to get it fixed because they're not worried about it. So people, quit going there because they don't want to wash their car in cold water. I got a few of them to say that people don't worry about soap. But we keep everything up to snuff here that way. I mean, I've got people from the east side coming over here. They say they can wash their car in peace. They ain't got to be bothered with a bunch of people. I got people before they go back to Canada that come bring their car here, wash it, and go back to Canada. So we got a really pretty good business here because of it being kept up, you know, in all shapes and forms, you know.
Yeah. What's the weirdest thing you've seen?
I've seen,
or you've experienced working here? Like just something that blew your mind.
I've seen people, girls try to bring guys in here to do sexual favors for, that I try to keep out of here. People come in here and try to get high. I try to keep them out of here. I got people with children, the women with children want to watch their car in peace. They don't want to try to explain to their kids why is that gay lady's, you know, head in somebody's lap, you know what I mean?
Yeah, okay.
And but then again, I got people that just come here and just dump car tires. They'll bring their trash from home, like they ain't got no garbage can at home. They'll dump them in our trash here, you know, clean out their cars, you know. But like I said, I've seen a lot of, you know, weird stuff with people trying to get away with stuff that, you know, it's not humanly nature, you know.
Yeah, yeah. You eat over here at Aldi's once in a while?
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's good food, isn't it?
I know Audie pretty good. I've known him. I used to work for him years ago for a little while when he had another Coney Island down the street, George's Coney Island he used to own. And I worked for him as a cook for a little while, you know, while I was in between jobs. So, you know, I've known Audie pretty good.
Yeah.
But if he would clean his parking lot once in a while, he wouldn't all this trash blow over here and I have to pick it up.
Yeah, right.
that would help a little better, you know.
Yeah. Now you mentioned you know the girls from walking around here.
Yeah. They all come by. They'll say, "Hey, Jerry, how you doing, Jerry?" Wave at me and stuff, and want to come over and give me a hug or whatever, you know. But you know, they try to keep their peace. You know, they don't, you know, try to. You get a few bad apples, but overall, they don't really bother anybody. I don't see. You know what I mean?
Yeah. If you just kind of summed it up, your observation of these women, what's your take on the whole thing?
Drugs. It all revolves around drugs. That's the sad part. They'll make money and run right to the drug house. Right to the drug house.
That bad?
I mean, it's that bad. It's sad. You know, it really is sad. You know, because what they do with their bodies for the little bit of money they get, I mean, just to go get high for a few hours and back out doing it again, it's sad, you know?
Yeah, yep. Yeah. What's your favorite childhood memory?
Boys Club. I was offered a shot in the Junior Olympics in swimming, and I was too busy, 14 years old, chasing girls, and I let that chance slip by me. But I had a really good time winning medals and stuff, and people were scared to swim against me, you know?
Yeah. How about your favorite movie?
Oh, wow. I've had a few of them. I like them romantic, how would I say, drama type.
Okay.
You know?
Anyone come to mind or not really?
No, not really.
You got a favorite book?
No, not really.
You're a religious guy?
Yes, very, very. I go to church 3 times a week. I go Saturday night. I'm Catholic. Go Saturday night, Sunday day, and Monday night, you know. I used to be able to go to Bible study on Wednesdays, but with work and everything else, it's been kind of tough trying to get there on Wednesdays. So, but I love my God so much, you know.
Yeah. Did the women, have you ever tried getting them to go to your church?
Yeah. They really don't really want to talk about it. They, you know, try to shy away from it, you know.
Yeah.
I try to, I even ask them, why don't you go back home or try to go with one of your family somewhere where you're not in this atmosphere, get away from it. But it's not as easy as it seems, you know.
Yeah.
I see a lot of them struggling. I mean, I see some of them come by, they be crying because they're down and out so bad under needing their drugs that, you know, they literally crying, you know, and it's like, it's sad, you know, but I can't do nothing but pray for them, you know what I mean? You know,
yeah.
I try talking with them.
Did you ever have any substance abuse problems yourself in your life?
No, I grew up, well, I had alcohol for a while when I was younger, but I had parents that were alcoholics. And so when I saw myself getting into that situation, I just quit, and I ain't touched alcohol in 25 years, you know?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I seen what happened, my family going through it, you know?
Yeah.
I have seen my brothers and sisters going through the drugs and seen what they were going through, and that scared me, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I used to go to my brother-in-law's house with my brother. I was 12, 13 years old, and I would see girls sitting on the couch with their pants pulled around their knees shooting drugs in their side their crotch, not thinking they're shooting a needle in their private areas. And I'm thinking, brother, get me out of here, you know, scared me to death, you know what I mean? But what people won't do to get whatever, abuse they have to, you know.
You ever been married yourself?
Yes, I was married. I'm married for the second time, kind of split up right now. But my first wife passed away from diabetes at 38, you know. And both my children were grown, thank God. And I got a daughter that's doing really well. She's 31, never been married, never been with a man. She's a teacher for handicapped kids in Lincoln Park School District. She owns her own home in Lincoln Park. And I have a son that's doing real good. He had had a problem for a minute, but he got himself together. His wife told him, if you want to see the kids, you get to get yourself together. He went and got himself together. He's been doing really well, working every day. And other than that, I had my daughter come by and took me out to dinner because my wife passed away on the 27th of December, 10 years ago, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that was like an anniversary thing. So the daughter came, picked me up, and took me to dinner and talked about, old times, and it was pretty heartwarming. It was really,
nice.
heartfelt. It was pretty good.
Well, you got any questions for me?
Nah, not really. You do this for a lot of?
Yeah. People, different walks of life, working girls, abandoned buildings, you name it.
Yeah, because down here it used to be never an abandoned building. You could get everything from a movie to a meat market to a clothing store to, Dots, they had Kresge's, they had everything here, And now they're talking about they're building up Detroit. They're building up downtown Detroit, not the outskirts, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And, there's a lot of abandoned buildings around here. And our fire burn up buildings and so much vacant land, it's unreal. And I don't know what this government we got, I don't know. I was watching the news the other day. The guy said he's going to interview. He wants to go meet 10,000 people, and do an hour interview with each of them. You know what I mean? It's just out of walk of life, like as you're doing here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Getting to see people, and it's like, and so it's getting pretty, outrageous how people are reaching out to see what can be helped and what can't be helped. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's a good thing. I'm glad people are out here concerned.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'll give you 100% credit for reaching out to people. You know what I mean? 'Cause I think you're doing an awesome job.
Thank you. It was a great interview. Thanks very much.
Yes, thank you, sir.
You have a good day.
You too. You be wonderful. Have a great one.
Bye bye.